A new art challenge is trending on Instagram by Caroline Piotrowski, and it's basically the Toon Me trend, which was where you make yourself into a cartoon, and then it's mixed with kind of turning your cartoon self into a sea monster from the new Disney Pixar movie, Luca. So perhaps, spoiler alert, I might be talking a bit about the movie, so I may or may not spoil some of it. I'm not sure how much I'll actually discuss the movie, but regardless, here's your warning if you haven't seen the movie and plan on doing so. But anyways, I have like crazy curly brown hair that's also incredibly long now, and I was just pretty intimidated with the idea of sort of just translating all this curly hair into sea monster type hair. But it eventually came to me to do sort of like seaweed looking strands that I definitely feel capture the general feel of my human curls. At least, I think. I also wasn't sure how I wanted to go about showing the change. All of the other artists I had seen do this challenge just sort of drew on the monster side, and that was that. Which was cool, but I really wanted to incorporate water for mine, since that's what makes the character go from human to sea monster. So I put half of myself in the ocean and the human half outside, and the process felt pretty involved because then I had to focus on a background and stuff, which can be sometimes frustrating because backgrounds are definitely a thing I need to study and learn more about, and I'm absolutely calling myself out over it. So I did my sea monster skin a very bright green because it just, I don't know, it felt happy to me. And I also have a lot of freckles all over my face and my shoulders and my arms, so I added in some speckling with a darker green on the face and the shoulders. I did the eye color a reddish brown. My own eye color is brown in real life, but it seemed like for Luca, he had reddish eyes as a sea monster, despite having brown eyes as a human. So I kind of wanted to stick to that idea. I then added some scaly details and colored in my seagrass looking top and bottom. I thought about doing the basket weaved sort of look that Luca had for his clothing, but it seemed pretty intricate and I didn't want to focus too much on the whole trying to make it exact. I'm sure there's more than one fashion style in this sea monster world, and I'd like to think I'd fit into a more minimalistic sort of design. And that's just a lot of words for I'm actually too lazy to draw the intricate weave style of clothing from the movie. My natural hair color is brown, so it was definitely fun to think up what crazy color my hair fins would be. Is that what they are? Hair fins? I don't know, they kind of looked like hair fins to me. I'm gonna keep calling them hair fins. In the end, I really feel I captured the overall vibe of the sea monsters. The teeth, even though I haven't talked about them at all yet, were probably my favorite part. They're just so subtle at first until you actually look at it and realize they change from normal human teeth to the slightly spiked look on the monster side. So, after having turned myself into a sea monster, I really wanted to do more, but obviously I didn't want to just redo myself. So I made a post on my Instagram and YouTube asking if any of you wanted me to turn you into a sea monster from Luca. So first up is Instagram user Levi Artistry. They had such pretty hair and eye makeup, and I loved it so much. So I kept the left side of them human because I really wanted to draw the colorful side bangs that they had going on. And I also kept them in the jacket that they had on. It's kind of hard to tell. I think the jacket had a hoodie. I'm not positive. But if it didn't, I went ahead and I added one because I felt right. You know, it added to the overall mood. But the biggest thing I wanted to focus on were the several necklaces they wore and the eye makeup, especially the unique 3 dots under their eyes. Unfortunately, in the end though, I sort of lost those 3 dots on the monster side. I don't know what happened. I didn't make them as prominent as I thought they were. So in the end, it just sort of blended into the monster's skin. And it's weird because I didn't even realize it after I had finished. I was like, okay. And now looking at it, I'm just like, where are the 3 dots? What did I do to them? And you can kind of see them, but just not that much. In the end, I really like how this one came out. And they look great. Next is Insta user Rockstar Studios. She entered into the event, but she's also a friend of mine in real life. She's also an amazing singer, so check her out on YouTube under the username Raquel Clory. I'll have a direct link in the description below. So I really loved the post she did showing her necklace and wanted to definitely incorporate that somehow. She also has natural almond-shaped eyes, so I made sure to feature that in the right side where she's human. But in the movie, the monsters seem to have super huge circular sort of eyes, so I wanted to keep in line with that, which sort of adds to this quirky distinction between the two sides that I really love. It looks kind of derpy, but I don't know. I personally think it's pretty cool. In the picture, she's wearing a cardigan, but I decided to add a little of my own interpretation to it by having it come off her shoulder on the monster side so that we can sort of see more of the monster skin. And then on her human side, she has a medium skin tone and red eyeshadow, and I really liked that. Her eyes are hazel, which I'm not sure if I captured that well enough. I hope I did, but to me, they sort of just look olive instead of brown with green in the inner area. But for the monster side, I decided to sort of translate those hazel eyes into brighter, greener eyes, along with a blue skin. I went with the blue skin simply because I knew that it was a color she liked. And then green fins for the hair seemed to really go with the overall look. I also kept her earrings in on both sides. Can sea monsters have earrings? I'm not sure. At least I didn't see any. But I thought it would be cute to keep it in anyway. The end result came out nice though, especially with the soft green background that I went with. And so lastly, I took also original characters that were human too, as I know that not everyone wants to have their faces shown, but also wants to participate in these events that I have. And I also have younger fans that watch me that wouldn't have been able to be featured due to YouTube's rules and stuff. So I got a few original character submissions, and I chose two. I decided to put them together into one piece because they both gave me friend vibes, and they looked like they were about the same age too, at least in my opinion. The OC on the left belongs to Insta user Gotcha Star Dolly. I loved the long wavy black hair and the design of the shirt. I kept with the long seaweed looking hair fins design as I did with my own drawing of me because it just really worked well the first time. So if it ain't broke, don't fix it. And with how incredibly long her hair is, I just knew it would look cool on her anyway. The OC on the right belongs to Insta user Sketchbook Comics Official. I really like the hairstyle in this one. Sketchbook Comics Official let me know that the character has a medium to dark skin tone and tight curls in buns. I think what I loved most about this entry was figuring out how I was going to translate those tighter curls of the human side to the sea monster side. But honestly, it all just came together super easy. I kept to the seaweed fin hairstyle, but just styled them into tighter curls on the monster side. I also gave her a peace sign because I liked the idea of the two sort of matching in poses a bit, and I like things to look somewhat symmetrical in a way. I did sort of have to guess a bit with the clothing as the reference given was of the shoulders up, but I kept in line with the overall design of the shirt. It looked like it had these cutout designs on the arms and the neckline, so I just added another similar one to the middle of the shirt, and it also felt like a flutter type of material at the ends would fit best, so I added that in. The curls took up a lot of time, but I wanted to get them right, while also making the tight curls individually distinct. And then went back to the other character and colored in the human side. I was weirdly methodical about this whole piece, and I don't know why. I inked in one character, and then I inked in the other, and then I colored in the human side of the first character, and then I colored in the human side of the second, and then the monster side of the first, and then finally the monster side of the second. And I don't know what exactly I was going for, but in my mind it made sense. Instead of, being normal and just drawing the first character from beginning to end, and then the second character from beginning to end. You're also probably wondering why there are no males in this, and that's because, to put it simply, no males or even male OCs were entered into the event. And I was really bummed about that, especially since the movie revolves around a trio where two of them are boys. So I just wanted to clear that up before I got the inevitable comment of, why don't you ever draw dudes? That's not to say I'm not obviously partial to drawing women, I am, but I do enjoy drawing men too. I drew Todoroki from My Hero Academia not so long ago for a Sharpie marker review, which was really fun. You can check it here on my channel if you want. But yeah, I just wanted to go over that really quick. So for the monster sides of these two characters, I wanted to do skin tones I hadn't done yet, especially since in the movie it seems the sea monster's colors range a lot. Since Luca is a bluish green, while Alberto is more purple. So I imagine they come in a variety of colors, right? Right? Pretty sure. For the girl on the right, Sketchbook Official mentioned that she'd be a pretty colorful sea monster. So at first I did her skin bright pink, and I was liking it at first, but when it came to her eye color, I did an orange eye and it wasn't passing my vibe check. It just wasn't working. So I played with the hue scroller, like I always do when I don't like a color, and found that the pink for the eye color looked so much better, but I didn't want to have pink skin, pink eyes, and then pink hair. Like, that's not what I wanted to go for. So I fidgeted with the hue scroller again for the skin tone and landed on this teal that I hadn't used before, and it went so well with the eye color. Overall though, I really love taking my subscribers' pictures and their OCs and turning them into sea monsters. I always feel it's a fun way to sort of give back to you all and show my appreciation for you all being here, for watching my stuff, and just being a fan. And I'll definitely be doing more sorts of events like this in the future, so stay tuned. And make sure to like, comment, share, and I'll see you all next time. Thanks everyone. Bye!